Hello, my fellow sisters in dentistry. I want to say hi to you, whether you are a dentist or a hygienist or front desk or assistant, lab tech, whether you sell things for dentistry or you're a consult or a coach. I honor all of you for being where you are and serving the other women in your life around you and also your patients. Anne asked me to talk about something that's a little bit serious, and I decided to make a video about it because it's a little bit easier for me to express my feelings through video than writing. Last year there was a lot of hubbub about Me Too, the Me Too movement, and how we as women have spoken up about some of the ways that we've been taken advantage of or harassed or unfortunately sometimes assaulted as women in our country. And there's a lot of sadness around the fact that it's still happening even though it's 2019 and you would think that everything was all rainbows and daisies already, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be a while still. And the reason that I'm talking to you today is because I wanted you to know that I would like to say me too, because I had some serious things happen to me actually as a dentist. When I was growing up, I had some of the quintessential sort of harassment things that happened, and I don't want to downplay those. They shouldn't have happened either. They didn't really impact my life, which I am grateful for. I still, was able to function as a person. And I really went through my young adulthood fairly naive about how serious things can get when a man wants to control a woman. And to make things kind of short, I got divorced shortly after I finished my dental schooling. And at that time, I had 3 small children. I had been married, like I said, pretty naive and not really realizing that there were harmful men in the world. And when I got divorced, I was kind of excited to get out there and meet some people, because when I got married, I was young and I was excited to date. And I quickly got involved with a man who turned out to be what I would call predatory. Not usually in a sexual assault kind of way, but more as an opportunistic kind of, I'm going to see what I can get from this lady. And he made sure that we became very financially enmeshed. And, this was like less than a year after I was divorced, and all of a sudden I was engaged again, and my practice got wrapped up in some of the things that he thought was a good idea. He did threaten me physically. There were a few times when he used force to control me. I won't go into the details, but I will let you know that I was scared enough when I realized, after he bruised me for the first time, I was scared enough of him by then that I had to involve the court system to eradicate him from my life. And there were a lot of women who came before me who allowed that to happen. Some of them paid dearly with their lives. Some of them lived lives of instability their entire life. And that's why the laws have changed in our country, so that I could go to the courthouse one morning and say, I'm scared and I need protection. And our government did provide me with that protection. It was very humbling, especially knowing that the police were in my nice, comfy neighborhood. And here I was, a single mom, bringing this drama into the neighborhood that seemed so perfect. And I was so embarrassed, but also grateful that I could have help. And that wasn't the end of the journey. I just found out at that time just how well he had set things up, that it would be really hard for me to eradicate myself from the situation. And I won't tell you how many dollars it took for me to free myself from him, but it was almost as much as I spent on dental school. And I want you to know that when I look back on that time, my overarching emotion is gratitude. And I know that sounds really weird for me to say that I'm grateful for what happened, but I really, really am. I use that moment in my life as a marker when I'm feeling weak or scared. I look back on that time and I go, well, Laura, you did that thing. You can probably do this other thing too. And I am grateful for the people that I found out are my biggest supporters. And I'm grateful for the things that I learned about the world and about the fact that there are men like that out there we should watch out for. And probably not just men. There's probably some women too who we need to watch out for. But more importantly, the reason that I feel grateful is because I'm still here. He did not harm me. He did not harm my children. There is a permanent agreement between the two of us that he will leave me alone for the rest of his life. And his life doesn't affect me, except to give me more gratitude. And I just wanted to let you know that's my perspective. And if any of you want to share anything that's happened to you with me, I would be more than thrilled to be your listening ear. I'll ask Anne to include how you can get a hold of me on this video link. And thank you very much for listening. Everyone have a great day.